Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how to edit a video from beginner to advanced. If you're a complete beginner, don't worry. I'll start from the very basics and walk you through every step of the process. And if you're an experienced editor, I'm sure you'll still learn a few new things. So whether you're just starting out or you're looking to take your editing skills to the next level, this video is for you. Now let's get started. But before we do, I want to make a promise to you. If you do as I speak, you will become the best editor you can be. I know that sounds like a bold claim, but I'm confident that if you follow my instructions, you'll be amazed at what you can achieve. So are you ready to start? Let's go. Step 1. Download and organize the footage, import it into Premiere, and do the setup. Your client finally sends you the footage, and you are so excited to edit it. So you start cutting, right? Wrong. You are missing out on the most important part of your workflow, which might save you hours later. I call it the setup stage. Here is how it works. After dropping all of the footage on your timeline, switch to the color workspace and make sure color correction is on point. Now set up the frame as you wish. I centered the creator and leveled the horizon line. Rulers and guides come in handy here. Go to the View panel to enable them. Typically, creators would break down the main story into smaller ones. I do it the same way on my timeline. Then select all the smaller stories, press G for audio gain, and make all of the pieces peak at 0 dB. It makes audio levels stay consistent throughout the video. Do it for every recording file and you are all set. Nest everything and dive headfirst into cutting. You can adjust the cropping, color correction, and audio levels in the nested sequence even after cutting without wasting time on adjusting settings of every single trimmed clip. Step 2. Roughly cut using the waveforms, decide what stays in the video, and restructure if needed. Step 3. Before fine cutting, I like adding the music. That way you can cut later according to it. Here is how to find perfectly fitting music without paid services. You don't need paid services to find the perfect music for your projects. Here is how I utilize ChatGPT to find music for me. There are tons of great and copyright-free soundtracks from video games, anime, movies, and other media. And the best part is ChatGPT knows the majority of them, so you don't need to watch every single movie or play every single video game. Here is the prompt that worked great for me. That's cool, but I am not a musician and I don't know all of the genres. No worries, me neither. If you go to artlist.io/royalty-free-m, there are mood and genre categories. They are pretty self-explanatory and ChatGPT understands them perfectly fine. Feel free to add your own terms like helps to focus or inspiring. After a short period of time, you will get the hang of it and will make the right prompts from the top of your head. Step 4. Now the fine cut. The way I do it. Cutting is the foundation of your editing. Either your final product flows like butter or like shit. Here is how to achieve that smoothness. Firstly, go to Edit, Preferences, Timeline, and set Audio Transition. Default duration to 6 frames. Typically, I edit in 30 FPS, and 6 frames works fine. Feel free to high or lower this value. Now you can add audio fade by pressing Ctrl plus Shift plus D. Now on to cutting itself. I will do my best to explain my thought process. However, there are no rules. Find what works best for you and stick to it. But I guarantee that if you try cutting using this technique, you won't come back to the old ways. This is the most common situation. Find the frame where creator stops talking, blinks, turns his head. Cut. Find the frame where creator starts talking again and go forward 2, 4 frames. Cut. Extend both audio layers. If you think that it is too harsh, add an audio fade. 2 more similar cuts.
Platinum card. To be honest, I'm not a huge fan of the business. You frequently travel for your...
This one is a bit different because there is a logical pause after justify. So I cut right before creator starts the next sentence. Everything else remains the same.
Easy to justify. Right now they'll give you justify. Right now, they'll give you a 120,000 point bonus.
Bonus tip. Add zoom-ins here and there to make it flow even better. And the end result is...
Platinum card. To be honest, I'm not a huge fan of the personal version of this product, but if you're spending a ton of money on your business and you frequently travel for your business, then the high annual fee of $695 per year is actually pretty easy to justify. Right now, they'll give you a 120,000 point bonus if you spend $15,000 in the first 3 months, plus 5 points per dollar on
This
all
might not
flights
seem like a
and
game
hotels
changer, but it actually is. Give it a
Express.
try. Step 5. On to adding effects. Let go of your creativity. Step 6. Sound effects. Enhance your visuals here. Add whooshes to everything that slides. Create tension by using hits, risers, bass drops, drones. Add other SFX depending on the context of the visuals. Step 7. Leveling your audio. Make sure music and sound effects don't drown out the creator's voice. Here is how. How to level your audio perfectly, plus 2 tips that helped me a ton. Firstly, right-click the audio meters panel. Here are my settings. I think they work better than the default ones. Here are rough estimates of how loud my sounds usually are. Okay, but how to actually level the audio? Tip 1. Use gain. Select the clip you want to adjust and press G. Music. Set gain to somewhere from -10 to -20 dB. SFX. Set gain to somewhere from 0 to -25 dB. Tip 2. Sit in a quiet room and level music and sound effects all in one sit. It sounds very silly, but it was the biggest game changer for me. I was readjusting the sound afterwards all the time, and it made it inconsistent throughout the video. So there you have it, a step-by-step guide on how to edit a video from beginner to advanced. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel for more video editing tutorials. Thanks for watching.